My Friend Kelsey by Mrs. English's first grade class. Mrs. English says Kelsey is kind and loving. Kelly says Kelsey is sweet and pretty. Kelly says Kelsey is kind and cheerful. Taylor says Kelsey is pretty. Kelsey is sweet. Taylor says Kelsey wears cute clothes. Thomas says Kelsey is sweet. Kelsey is pretty. Thomas says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is beautiful. Thomas says Kelsey follows directions. Isaac says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is cute. Isaac says Kelsey is friendly. Kelsey is beautiful. Isaac says Kelsey is sweet. Kale says Kelsey is sweet. Kelsey is kind. Kale says Kelsey is beautiful. Adrian says Kelsey is beautiful. Kelsey is friendly. Adrian says Kelsey is pretty. Isabella says Kelsey is kind and cheerful. Isabella says Kelsey wears cute clothes. Isabella says Kelsey follows directions. Talon says Kelsey is sweet and pretty. Talon says Kelsey is cute. Talon says Kelsey is everything that is nice. Blake says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is sweet. Blake says Kelsey is cheerful. Kelsey is pretty. Blake says Kelsey is friendly. Aaron says Kelsey is sweet. Kelsey is pretty. Aaron says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is cheerful. Aaron says Kelsey is friendly. Gabby says Kelsey is sweet. Kelsey is pretty. Gabby says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is happy. Gabby says Kelsey is cheerful. Macy says Kelsey is kind. Kelsey is friendly. Macy says Kelsey is cheerful. Kelsey is sweet. Yoltik says Kelsey is sweet and pretty. Yoltik says Kelsey is kind and cheerful. Yoltik says Kelsey follows directions. Yoltik says Kelsey is beautiful. Kelsey is friendly. Peter says Kelsey follows directions. Peter says Kelsey is friendly. Kelsey is pretty. Peter says Kelsey is beautiful. Kelsey is sweet. Naomi says Kelsey is sweet and kind. Naomi says Kelsey is pretty. She is kind. Lots of people care about Kelsey. They think she is pretty neat.